What's something you didn't expect to experience, but took you completely by surprise?
I never thought that I would be able to go to a public bath. I never knew about the whole concept of a public. Coming from Mozambique, coming from Africa, we do have conservative values in the sense that you have to present yourself in a specific way, right? The idea of you exposing yourself in a public bath in front of others never came across. But after experiencing that, I realized that that's probably one of my most favorite activities and one of my best experiences here in Japan, because it's so relaxing. Going to onsen, food is so relaxing and it's just peaceful. Especially now winter is coming, so. But if you asked me 4 or 5 years ago, I'd say, hell no, I would never go to a public bath. I would never go, yeah.
You've been at APU for 3 years now, and throughout your time at APU, what has been the most memorable experience you've had as a student here?
The most memorable experience that I've had in terms of impact, in terms of experience, in terms of community involvement and engagement was my internship alongside the government of Arita City in Saga Prefecture, whereby I had the opportunity to collaborate with different organizations on a local level, as well as interact with Arita City citizens. For me, that was memorable in the sense that I felt like I was representing my country, Mozambique, but also the entire African continent, in the sense that everyone was just curious about how does Africa look like? How does Mozambique look like? And I think that me being there played a key role in shaping how they see Mozambique and Africa in general, right? And besides that, I think being able to work alongside organizations in the government, naturally, I just had the opportunity to grow in terms of skills and had a very good time while staying in Arita.
How would you say that, APU has given you opportunities to be able to accomplish, all the things that you've been able to accomplish in the past 4 years?
The multicultural exposure, because I think nowadays, as the world is becoming much more globalized, I think there is an urge for us to become culturally aware, and I think that plays a very important role, especially if you're aspiring to become, a global leader, right? So having interacted and students, faculty members from different nationalities, from different countries, has really allowed me to understand how they operate, how they think, how they behave, their work ethics. And that's definitely going to be beneficial for me in the future, without any doubt. And I think I can vividly say that no other institution in Japan can offer you that apart from APU. So the second aspect, I think, because I'm interested in research for postgraduate studies, and I've been very, very close with my professors, and they've been really helping me with research. So having professors who support you, who help you, it's something that for me, I'll cherish for the rest of my life. And that for me is something that, APU has offered me, just academically speaking, I think I'm ready to go to the next chapter.
Once you graduate, what's the plan? Are you intending on going into, working life, or are you going to pursue further studies?
I don't really see the urge of working full-time. Rather, I'm interested in going for graduate school, and I'm planning on studying focusing on interdisciplinary studies in education and development outside of Japan. Because I think coming from Mozambique, Africa, being here in the Far East, I think it's about time for me to move somewhere else. But Japan will always be my third home.
You're really looking forward to post-graduation and, setting up your life after being a university student. How have you spent your time over these 4 years, trying to create that trajectory?
Community involvement and personal growth. So when it comes to community involvement, I think it was really me being intentional about what sort of impact am I trying to make or create within the space I am as of now, which is currently APU Japan, and the impact that I'm intending to create as well outside of Japan, which is at home, Mozambique. Here on campus, I've been involved in different activities, and that has allowed me definitely to grow in different ways, but also not forgetting about where we come from, because I think for me, it's valuable for us to be here and, to represent our own countries and have a lot of friends, engage with them, grow, but also there is a community out there that is expecting something in return, in a sense that you come from a specific society. You come from Kenya, I come from Mozambique, and what is the impact that you as an individual can make? What can you do to improve your own community? I think that's probably how I've been thinking and how I've been designing my trajectory over the past 3 years. On top of that, just personal growth. I think just for me, I've been interested in just like topics related to development. Because of that, I've been trying to do some online courses, read a few books here and there, because it's not always about others, but I need to also focus on myself.
I feel like we focused a lot on, your academics and your very, very, very serious life, so to speak. What would you say a moment that you very much look back on with a lot of happiness outside of the school environment, outside of, the professional field?
New Year's Eve in Sasebo, Nagasaki, 2021, 2022. It was my first time, of course, in Nagasaki, but also having the opportunity to spend New Year's Eve with friends that I consider as family was amazing. Getting lost a few times here and there. It was an amazing trip. I love traveling, by the way. I think that's probably one of my favorite hobbies. I enjoy traveling, traveling in general. For me, I think being able to call this place a home away from home, with the people that support you. And I remember, the trip to Nagasaki was amazing. Probably one of the best New Year's Eve of my life, I think, I'd say. Yeah, 2021 to 2022. I enjoyed it so much.
Where would you say your happy place in Beppu is?
Without any doubt, Tanora Beach. I love driving to Tanora Beach, and I do that every Sunday, 3 p.m. So if you happen to go there at exactly 3 p.m., between 3 p.m. to 6, you're always gonna find me. And I think for me, it's a beautiful place, and it reminds me of home. Because while in Mozambique, I often used to go to the beach on Sunday, between 3 to 5 p.m. So that's a habit that I have, and I'd like to continue with that.